Let's see how much money this vending machine made in the past 5 days. This vending machine is located in the break room of an airport. Only the employees can use it, no residents come in here. But they have about 60 to 70 employees, so it gets used quite a bit. As of late, they've been going through a lot of chips, so I've been putting extra Cheetos in here, and I've been putting extra Funyuns. This is a Nature's To Go machine, so it can hold snacks, food, and drinks. And a few weeks ago, we got a call saying someone bought a muffin that was moldy, so I've been checking them every time I'm here. These iced honey buns have been selling really well at all of our locations. And that empty slot was grilled cheese, but we didn't have any, so I'll just get it next week. And my numbers were a little bit off, so we were low on the Cosmic Brownies and Red M&Ms, two of our best sellers. And this Hawaiian Punch has been selling out every time. I don't like it, I think it's gross, and I don't really know who drinks it. This tea has been selling really well too at all of our locations. Over the past 5 days, this machine made $120. Let's see how much money this vending machine made in the past 4 days. This is a drink machine located at a lumber yard, and over the past 4 days, it made $1. Let's see how much money my $1,200 vending machine made in the past 6 days. I have this machine located in the break room of a library. This is the biggest library in our town with about 90 to 100 employees. They're open 7 days a week, 8 hours a day. The top 3 selling drinks in this machine are Dr. Pepper, Coke, and then Diet Coke. They go through about half a case of Coke and Dr. Pepper per week. We buy our soda for 72 cents and sell it for $2.25. This is one of my favorite type of machines because of how little it jams and how full I can fill it. Only one person here drinks the sweet tea. And there's not a lot of young employees, so they don't really go through any energy drinks. The only one I have in here is Green Monster. Now let's get to the cash and see how much it did. And I'm collecting all of the coins this week. I collect all the coins out of my machines about once a month. And it looks like there was no coins. But in total, in 6 days, this machine made $101. I bought this vending machine for $1,500 and it's already made its money back. I have this machine located in the break room of a cosmetic school. They have about 30 to 40 students during the winter, but only 20 or 30 during the summer. So we see this machine do a lot more sales in the winter time. Whenever I first bought this machine, it was only doing about half as much as I have it doing now. This location is open 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And the top selling chips here are Funyuns, Miss Vicky's, and then jalapeno Cheetos. And the manager really likes these nerd clusters, so I have them in here just for her. One of the best things about owning a vending machine business is that it only takes me 15 minutes to fill this machine per week, so it's almost completely passive. The top 3 selling candy here is Snickers, Milky Way, and then Reese's. The only pastry that really sells are these chocolate donuts, and I had an extra slot, so I'm trying out these muffins to see how they sell. In total, for the past week, this machine made $294. Let's see how much money this vending machine made in the past 4 days. I have this machine inside the break room of a library. And this is one of the biggest libraries in our town. It has about 90 to 100 employees. And it's open 7 days a week, 8 hours a day. They go through a lot of chips at this location. The top 3 selling chips are Blue Doritos, Fritos, and then Ruffles. Sun Chips and Miss Vicky's are also a really good seller. Surprisingly, jalapeno Cheetos don't sell very well. And at this location, they don't go through a lot of candy. The number 1 sellers being yellow M&Ms, Skittles, and then Reese's. These Oreos don't really sell very well, I just have them in here as a filler item. And then these blueberry muffins sell pretty well. Most of the people who work here are younger, so it does mostly card sales. It never does too much cash. And this week I'm collecting all of the change out of my machines. I collect all the change about once a month. But in total, this machine made $94. Let's see how much money my $4,000 vending machine made in the past 6 days. This machine is located in the break room of a cosmetic school. They have about 40 to 50 students during the winter, and then in the summer they drop down to about 20 or 30. Canned soda sells a lot better than bottled soda for some reason, with the top 3 selling canned sodas being Coke, Dr. Pepper, then Baja Blast. Root beer also sells pretty well. The sales on this machine have been picking up lately because it's winter. And the best selling bottled soda is Diet Coke by far. They go through about 8 to 10 Diet Coke per week. Most of the people who use the machine are students, and they don't So this machine mostly does card sales. And this week I'm collecting all of the change out of my machines. I collect all the change about once a month. And there wasn't too much change this time. But in the past 6 days, in cash and credit card, this machine made $102. Let's see how much money my $900 vending machine made me in the past 6 days. This machine is in the break room of a library. The library has about 40 to 50 employees, and they go through a lot of chips. The top 3 selling chips here are Sun Chips, Jalapeno Cheetos, and then Funyuns. At this location, we don't have to pay any commission, which is always a plus. The top 3 selling candies here are the red M&Ms, Snickers, and then Reese's. The only thing they don't really buy here is pastries. And another good seller is Skittles. I've had this machine for about a year and a half, and it's already paid itself off. And another really good seller is Crunch Bars. Crunch Bars aren't a very popular item in any of our other machines though. I don't think a lot of people like them very much. Now let's get to the cash and see how much it made. And I'm also collecting all of our coins this week. I collect all the coins about once a month. In cash and credit card, this machine in the past 6 days made $98.50. Let's see how much money my $1,500 vending machine made in the past 5 days. This is our newest location and it's inside of a hotel. At this location, we have to pay a 10% commission. I accidentally ordered these flaming hot Doritos, so I'm putting 2 rows in just so we can get rid of them. Candy sells surprisingly well at this stop. The top 3 selling candies are yellow M&Ms, Milky Ways, and then 3 Musketeer. Twix and Skittles are also really good sellers. This machine is refrigerated, so we can put drinks down at the bottom. The lobby is open 24/7, so this machine does sales all through the night. The top selling drinks here are Dr. Pepper, Blue Gatorade, and then water. Water is a hit or miss at most locations. Now let's get to the cash and see how much it made. And I'm collecting all of the coins this week. I collect all the coins about once a month. In total, in 5 days, in cash and credit card, this machine made $202. Let's see how much money my $1,500 vending machine made me in the past 4 days. This machine is located inside of a laundromat. At this location, we don't have to pay any commission. This has been a great location for us because this place is open 24/7. Since it's open to the public, they don't really have one item that they buy a lot of. They pretty much buy a lot of everything. The top 3 selling chips here are Sun Chips, Miss Vicky's, and then Blue Doritos. If you're ever trying to find a location for a vending machine, I highly suggest trying to find a spot that's open 24/7, like nursing homes or overnight factories. They actually don't go through that many pastries here. The top 3 selling candies here are Twix, red M&Ms, and then Snickers. Oreos sell pretty well too. Now let's get to the cash and see how much this machine made. And I'm collecting all the coins this week. I collect all the coins about once a month. This machine in total made $126. Let's see how much money my $9,000 vending machine made me in the past 5 days. This machine is inside the break room of a factory. There's a lot of office workers here, so they go through a lot of chips and a lot of candy. The top 3 selling chips here are Ruffles, Blue Doritos, and then Jalapeno Cheetos. And these Miss Vicky's expired a few weeks ago, so I'm going to replace them with some fresh ones. If a product expires, that means it wasn't really selling, so you should switch it out anyway. At this location, we have to pay a 10% commission, which is pretty standard. This location is open 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. So it does sales all through the night. If you're looking for a spot for a vending machine, I highly recommend nursing homes or any place that's open 24/7. Now let's get to the cash and see how much it made. This week I'm collecting all of the coins. I collect all the coins about once a month. In 5 days in total, this machine made $131.